So I have the other one. Just fill it up. So I filled it up. Go to your brother, who is a friend of the British people. Let him make recommendations to us. I told my friend, he made recommendation. The British Council selected me, but not him. And I had to go to Leicester. In Leicester, things were not as easy as they were in the American system at the time. You are allowed to go, because it is by research alone. Then you go and you look at your internal supervisor, and then it takes a lot of time. I was really frustrated, because it was possible for me to go to the States. Then I remember the British Council made a party like this for everybody, for the party, to all the. So I went there. Then I remember I was standing in this party. People come and talk with each other. They go to talk to other people. The way we are standing, taking tea and taking refreshments and eating a few things. Then one old elderly man came, and he looked like a janitor or something. And he was actually wearing a very dirty old full coat. So I really wondered what sort of thing it is. Then I started to discuss with him. I understood he's really scholarly. Then we discussed for a very long time, almost half an hour. I was criticizing the British system and the work in Leicester. And the British at that year, in the late 50s, they were very arrogant about their universities. They considered American universities as useless, and only the British universities. So I kept talking to him, and he said, yes, you are right, yes, you are right. He was very polite. And then I said to him, I wonder, what does he do this fellow? What do you do here? He said, no, I'm a teacher of history. Then when he left to speak to somebody else, somebody came to me and told me, one of those people who knew me in the University of Leicester, I wondered, how come the Vice Chancellor spent all this time with you? He was the Vice Chancellor of Leicester University. At that time, the kind of these British people, they were humble, they were knowledgeable, but they didn't boast. Yeah. So indeed, I finished it. But when I came to, I want to be a PhD, I already did my master's with my BA with distinction, my master's with very high level. I want to start well. Then, no courses, no, you must think about your research, come and make it, come up with an idea. Then I came up with the idea. They told me, no, you will have to do another master's. I said, how come? I already have. No, but we don't recognize American degrees. Then I felt very bad. I must go back home. Then he said to me, no, if you think you are good, write your proposal and do it in a very well way. Then we will ask an external examiner from another university to assess this. If he says this is a PhD level, then we will raise you to PhD. And indeed, I did this, and the external examiner said, yes, this is excellent. It is not the work for an MA. So they upgraded me to PhD, and in 2 years, I finished my PhD. It was really a good experience to have. At that time, I was poor, and the British Council gave us only 35 pounds or so per month for food, drink, everything. And then my real supervisor was not in Leicester, was in Leeds University. So I had to go from Leicester to Leeds. The distance by train, 1.5 hours at that time, steam engine. And it took me, and the price was very high for the tickets. So I started to save, and I bought a Vespa, motor Vespa. And I ride this Vespa all the way from Leicester to Leeds, every 2 weeks or so. And I go to say my prayers in a church, because there is no place where I can pray Zuhur and Asr. It was a tough time, but it was a good time to be praying. Here then, from that time onwards, I will go back to the Middlesex Hospital after I graduated. Then it was then that I started to write on Islamic psychology. And though my first lecture was in 1963 in the University of Georgia. And when I came, the lecturers in that department of psychology were about 12 or 13, all of them Egyptian. I was the only Sudanese. But then at that time I had already given the lecture in America, which I titled Muslim Psychologists in the Lizard's Hole. I'm using this from Hadith of the Prophet, which says that, to the Sahaba, a day will come when the Muslims will follow the ways of those before them, even if they get themselves into a dirty lizard's hole, then the Muslims would sheepishly follow them. It's what we are doing now. This was a claim, the lecture, and this lecture later on became the dilemma of Muslim psychology. From the dilemma, I started to find that was so well accepted that this encouraged me to continue in this field. I wrote most of my writing after that was in Arabic, because I was in Saudi Arabia. I wrote about clinical psychology and Islam. I wrote about other things in Arabic, which was not translated. Then I wrote this book. It was in the year, I think, 1991. The book is called التفكر من المشاهدة إلى الشهود. Meditation and tafakkur from perception up to high spiritual insight. And this book in Arabic was again well accepted, became like a reference in universities. And then I was asked by IT to translate it. I wrote it in English. I think it was Professor Lu'lu'a in this university who helped to translate it. But then I added a number of pages to it, because Al-Qaradawi, who made the introduction to the book, told me it is too small, make it a bit bigger. So I made it bigger in English, and it became Contemplation and Islamic Psychospiritual Study, which, alhamdulillah, like the dilemma, is translated to a number of languages, and many people, Muslim students and laymen, they loved it. I think the issue here is not because I write well, or that because this is exceptional writing. No, it is because people do not find any other difference. I think that I am so happy to see my own students, to see a person like Abdul Latif over there, who did his master's and his PhD with me in Islam, and he has written in a very interesting topic about anxiety in the works of early Muslim scholars. of the early Muslims in Hadith, in the Quran. They're all the references to anxiety and depression. Here it is al-huzn and al-hazan. When you read in the Quran, فَبِيَضَّتْ عَيْنَاهُ مِنَ الْحُزْنِ فَهُوَ كَظِيمٌ. His eyes widen from sadness and depression. This is huzn. But in the Quran you will see Allah says that Fir'aun took Moses as a baby into his own custody so that he will become a hazan to them. So Moses will be a source of anxiety and trouble for them. In this case, I think that I would wish that all of my sons, my daughters, my granddaughters and grandsons who are in the field of psychology, don't belittle yourself. Go and read and write. Many of these British people, Europeans, they go to, then they write a book on it. Things that, and then they write a lot of trivialities are in these books. Don't believe the textbooks of psychology that you read. You know, for example, you students of psychology, any textbook you open, you will find the picture of this beautiful woman, Jewish woman. Her name is Anna. And this Anna is a pseudonym for a woman who has been